Once upon a time, in the heart of an ancient forest, there lived a wise old fox named Felix. Unlike other foxes, Felix possessed a remarkable gift. He could talk, not just in the growls and yips of his kin, but in the language of humans. It was a gift bestowed upon him by an old enchantress who had once sought shelter in his den during a terrible storm. As a token of gratitude, she had given him the ability to speak, warning him that this power must be used wisely. For years, Felix lived in peace, using his voice sparingly and only when necessary. He helped lost travelers find their way, advised the woodland creatures in times of trouble, and even befriended an elderly woodcutter named Henry, who had long since abandoned hunting in favor of protecting the forest. Henry was the only human who knew Felix's secret, and the two shared many evenings by the fire, exchanging stories and wisdom. One day, the forest was in turmoil. A band of greedy poachers had entered its depths, setting traps and driving fear into the hearts of its inhabitants. The animals, terrified and desperate, turned to Felix for guidance. He knew that simply running and hiding wouldn't be enough. The poachers had to be stopped. Felix devised a plan. Under the cover of darkness, he approached their camp and, in his most authoritative human voice, whispered through the trees, "Leave this place, or face the wrath of the forest spirits." The poachers, hardened men though they were, exchanged nervous glances. Felix continued, using the rustling leaves and echoing night sounds to his advantage. "You have trespassed on sacred land. Release the animals and go, before it is too late." The poachers, rattled by the eerie voice and inexplicable movements in the shadows, decided to pack up and flee, leaving their traps behind. Felix and the other animals worked together to free those who had been caught, and peace was restored to the forest once more. Henry, hearing of Felix's clever trick, chuckled and clapped the fox on the back. "You, my friend, are the greatest storyteller I've ever met. And it seems even the wicked can be swayed by a good tale." Felix grinned, his golden eyes twinkling. "Words are powerful, Henry. Sometimes they are the best weapon we have." From that day on, Felix became a legend in the forest, a guardian whose voice carried through the trees, reminding all who entered that the wild had a will of its own, and a voice to tell its tale.